Dun dun do 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 do. Dun dun do 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 do. Rob only speaks in uwu, and it's time for sports. But I guess it doesn't really do. As a coin can actually do better than us, except me and Apollo.
Let's be careful with our use of the word "us." Thank you.
Basically, everyone
air
drums.
better than
hold
Rob
on the acapella there.
Bro, that extra do threw me off so hard. Like I actually couldn't handle it.
It's like a rhythm. It's like kickers.
Oh, well, hold on. Sorry, I got an angry dog here.
He wanted to sing the song. I thought that
was that Chubbs or Taffy?
It's Chubbs.
Oh, good.
Bow wow wow. Bow wow bow wow.
He wanted to get involved. That's all.
Yeah,
It
it's
was.
fair. Yeah. All right.
Football.
Probably would have made it better, honestly.
Football. All right.
Football.
Yeah.
Football.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to
Football.
the podcast.
Football.
Oh, yeah.
Football.
Week
And Rob.
11.
And Bear. And Apollo. And Coach.
Week 11.
Week 11.
Yeah.
We are.
It is wild that it's this far in, actually.
It really is. It always surprises me every year.
Yeah.
It's just like at first you're like, oh boy, here we go, preseason, and now it's like, well,
And then week 1, the season's over, and it's just like,
No,
another year.
That's just you, Rob.
Oh, is it different for other teams?
yeah, some of us are like in the 1 seed. It's pretty neat.
Oh, that's nice.
Some of us tie.
Yeah. Undeservedly.
And some of us lose to the Hogs.
Oh,
Yep.
Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. Dude, I almost picked the Hogs. I was like, is this a revengeance game for the Hogs from the playoffs? And I was like, nah, you know what? I need to start winning. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers. I'm so mad at
That's
myself.
where your first mistake was made.
Sure was. So let's see. Any big news happening in the NFL today? I checked the old internet sites.
For the first week, things aren't absolutely batshit insane. So
That's
cool.
true.
Yeah.
That in
I
itself,
mean, it was pretty wild. Like there was some. I mean, at least winners and losers.
No, I meant outside of football. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
games.
true.
It was
Yeah.
the first time. You know,
nobody was
Lots
drunk
of
driving.
people.
Nobody was bashing vaccines. Nobody
Yeah.
was,
Yeah, you don't get awards for that. So a couple people have been thrown on the COVID list, Coach.
All right.
The newest additions are Joey Bosa and Jerry Tillery from the Chargers.
Oh.
On top of who else? Somebody from who was it, the Rams got thrown onto the COVID list right at the last second.
No, did they?
And then of course Big Ben as well. So I think he's eligible to play again this week.
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, I see that Joey Bosa. Looks like Cordell Patterson was limited. That's terrible for the Falcons. He's like their entire team. Kerryon Johnson worked out for the Packers today since Aaron Jones is going to be out a couple weeks. Although it's A.J. Dillon season. Woo! It says that Kyle Shanahan said Elijah Mitchell suffered a broken finger. That's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Vita Vea is also out for quite a while now, so pretty happy about that.
Isn't he like good on run defense though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a sarcastic.
Oh.
Happy.
I see. Yeah,
Like half of my mouth is still completely numb, so you're just gonna have
can't
to
fully
deal with
lean into the sarcasm.
My sarcasm detector is off the chart. Ravens.
Literally, the whole left side of my mouth is completely numb.
Yeah.
Ravens.
He got in a fight.
Yeah, he got in a fight. Big fight.
Lost. Yeah. I can't his fucking ass. Beat the shit out of him. It was wild. They live streamed it to us. So. Yeah. Just exclusively.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Ravens released Le'Veon Bell.
Wow,
That's
couldn't have seen that one coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a growing perception that the more physical and muddy an opponent makes the game, the less the Rams like it.
Well, that does not stand to reason. I think Rams would handle mud and wetness very well.
This seems very...
It does seem very
specific.
LA when you think about it. It's like, we do not like when these teams are playing not very nice.
I mean, they have mud there, right? Surely.
No,
They got-
never.
That's true. They are out of water, so
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not.
They just have dry dirt
Yeah.
and skin.
I don't even know if they have Rams.
I don't either, to be honest. I don't. Let's find out. Do Rams live in California?
They're probably in California.
Yes, Death Valley.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
The Death Valley Rams, like a fantasy boss.
Dude, they should
Sorry.
just move them to Death Valley. The Oakland Raiders. Oh wait, the Las Vegas Raiders taking on
whoopsie.
Don't say that. Don't say that. They're gonna send their lawyers.
I think their lawyers are plenty busy this season.
Their lawyers are on
Yep.
the field.
So I mean, that's thankfully not too many big news things, but we had football games and they sucked. So let's begin with the Ravens-Dolphins.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. So
This is obviously the beginning of the trend of this week, which is teams that definitely should have won, not only losing, but getting kind of blown out by worse teams.
So it was like
Yeah.
one of those things where I thought back to the Chiefs games. Like, dude, remember when they were like, Jordan Love, just blitz him. He's a young quarterback. And then they were like, Lamar Jackson, dude, just blitz him. He's, this dude's played like 4 years. And it worked. Like, he couldn't do anything. They just blitzed, and they played like 4 deep safety.
The Ravens offense didn't. This is one of those games that when you're watching it, you're like, the offense didn't play well, but you could tell that the Miami defense was playing out of their minds. Like, they were playing.
Yeah.
really well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like, it's cool to see a team just like kind of turn it on, whether it be on offense or defense, and just play kind of above their pay grade. That was really cool to see. Although the Dolphins, I think, probably played at their pay grade finally.
Yeah.
But that was cool. It was cool to see a team light it up like that on defense.
It
Yeah.
was like, I don't know if it was the shortened week. I don't know if they were just kind of going into this like, whatever, it's Thursday night and it's the Dolphins, but like the Ravens just suck.
Yeah. I mean, teams shouldn't play on short weeks. They should play these games after buys,
Yeah. Like, I don't know why it's that hard to do like after the bye game.
Yeah, they seriously need to do better scheduling on that because I mean, it's not right on the players.
Yeah.
Even I'm not saying that that's necessarily why they lost, but it is like this season in particular. There have been a lot of upsets. A lot of upsets this week.
Season.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine losing your perfect Raven streak and your lock in the same game to the Dolphins. The Dolphins.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
How the Ravens got 6 wins on this anemic offense is beyond me.
Well-
Getting lucky in like 3 of those games.
Like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if Dan Hanses put the Ravens anywhere close to the top 10 in the power rankings this week, you're gonna hear it from me, Coach. I will strike it down. I will veto Dan's write-up.
I've been saying that for weeks.
I mean,
I've
looking
been
at the
saying-
Ravens games, the only like definitive wins they had were against the Chargers and the Broncos. That's really it.
The Chargers, we've learned, are not as good as they were at the start of the season, and the Broncos are the fucking Broncos.
Yep.
Went
They
right
can,
back to being bad again this week.
I mean,
so.
I've been telling y'all that the Broncos were frauds since like week 3 after that.
I've been placing fraudulence alerts on a lot of teams, especially the Ravens, and so I'm happy that one finally bared fruit.
I'm
But
convinced that the Broncos are like kryptonite for like the Cowboys and like maybe like 2 other teams. That's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, just sitting here watching this game just made me actively dislike the Ravens. Like Lamar, I just don't know what Lamar is thinking. Like there's so many opportunities, so many horrible passes. Like not even like there was those could have been catchable, or it just slipped through the fingertips or whatever. Like he was just making terrible passes. It's amazing that he got 1 touchdodown out of it. It's only because Mark Andrews actually has like great hands.
There was a point where the Ravens obviously needed to do something different. Like everyone was watching this game and going, "Man, the Dolphins are blitzing on every play. Wow, they're blitzing on every play. They're literally doing the same thing. So why aren't they like if we can see it and everyone else sees it? Why are the Ravens not doing something different? Where are the checkdowns? Where are the quick passes so you don't get fucking blown up?" And when they finally started doing that in the fourth quarter, they drove down the field and got 7 points. But it was too late by then. It was way too late. Like, where was that adjustment like 2 quarters ago?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a weird thing to see.
It was. Hollywood Brown also dropping passes. You'll love it every week.
Yep.
He's dropped, I think, 4 touchdowns this year. And all of those are in games. I started him in fantasy. I love it.
Hey, well, Mark Andrews is on my fantasy team, actually. Got me a lot of points.
Yep.
Gotta love the tight end on a running team.
The Ravens scored fewer than 14 points for the first time in their last 53 games. Their 52-game streak with 14-plus points was the second longest such streak since 1940, and that was ruined by the Dolphins.
Well, I mean, how can you blame? You're going up against elite players like Jacoby Brissett, Myles Gaskin going 14 carries for 31 yards. It's just like, how are you going to beat that?
You know what's funny now is that this Dolphins team, like, they're in the playoff picture. They're 3-7, but the AFC is so bad that they are like literally only like 2 games back from like the wild card in like every facet. It's insane.
Oh, dude, the AFC is just a complete knife fight.
16 teams that can lose to all 16 of those teams.
It's wild.
Except maybe the Texans. Maybe the name of the Texans, but
like even the Jets have beaten good teams. Like it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, twice.
The Jags have beaten good teams.
Yeah,
good team.
Good. Yeah.
I mean,
they'll get another one, I'm sure, eventually.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be a wild finish to the season. Even the NFC is kind of wacky once you get out of the
NFC wasn't wacky, but now it's getting wacky.
Yeah. Once you get out of the top 5, it's like, well, honestly, it's like Vikings, 49ers. Maybe Eagles, even
the football team of the Giants, man.
Even the football team.
That's not that far back from these wild card spots right now.
Yeah,
like, there's arguments to be made that any of these teams can make a push.
Except the Lions.
It's insane. Except the Lions.
Yeah, except the Lions. So
football team. What the hell are you talking?
Oh yeah, the Hogs. Sorry,
the Hogs.
The Hogs. Yes, that's
big goof.
HAWGS Hogs.
So yeah,
they should spell it that way.
This game sucked and it was bad.
Yeah.
So then we had
Tua actually didn't look that bad when he came in either.
Yeah. No, he looked pretty good.
Surprising.
Yeah. No, I mean they should just stick with Tua. I think. I don't know. I mean, like I know he's still injured, right? Like, but
I think they're slowly bringing him back.
Yeah, it's still his throwing arm, his hand, or something.
I feel like we need to just give every single rookie quarterback, regardless of level of expectation, 2 years to totally suck dick. To suck ass hard on the field for us to see, and we should just expect it. That's the kind of thing that we should think is going to happen with these rookie quarterbacks, because it continues to happen and will continue to happen because it's hard. It's hard as shit to adapt, and like only the generational, like once in a lifetime talents are able to just fucking light it up immediately. So yeah, even we continue to like every week be like, Lawrence sucks. He's not the answer in Jacksonville. He's going to be. He really is going to be the answer. I think in 3 or 4 years he's probably going to work out. Tua's probably going to work out for the Dolphins. It takes a couple of years of sucking shit hard on the field.
That would definitely get a penalty for delay.
Unnecessary roughness or something like that.
If it's the opposing team, it's definitely taunting.
Yeah, and someone's failing no nut November during those times.
Oh yeah, no doubt. For example, Sam Darnold, we can now say is bad.
Darnold.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah,
Take him.
he's not good.
Bench him forever.
He's done.
I think he got
He is
ruined
done.
by the Jets. It's just
Yeah.
sad times.
I saw there was something about the Carolina actually about Darnold where Cam Newton is now or Carolina is now paying Cam's replacement for Cam's replacement and now Cam to replace the replacement.
That's great.
Yep.
Great management, guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
then we had the Titans and the Saints.
Hey, the big lesson for this game. I've got a great lesson that the New Orleans Saints learned.
All right.
Make your fucking extra points.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
It kind of matters. They had
That's a
to
good
go
one for the
two.
Lions too.
Yeah,
had-
remember earlier in the Discord when we were watching the Lions-Steelers game and he missed that PAT and I said this game will be decided by 1 point guaranteed.
Yep. Sure was.
Weird.
But yeah, like just make your extra points. This game would have been a lot different had they done that, but they did not. See, he
Yep.
missed 2, right?
Let's see.
I believe he missed 2 this game, but I might be misremembering.
That
He
would
might have
really
missed.
defeat your point if it
I think maybe he missed
missed
1,
2.
and then they he did
No,
miss 2. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, missed 2, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the game is literally tied. Actually no, they win the game because they scored a touchdown and they had to go for 2 to tie it. So it would have been an extra point to go ahead instead of a 2 point to tie.
Oh
So
yeah.
it matters, man. Don't miss those.
Yeah.
They
Especially
moved it
when
back like 5 or 10 yards a few years ago, right? And apparently
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
made a big difference.
It's made a huge
I think
difference.
they
Although
did that just to be like, let's make the games a little wacky now.
I thought good idea, good change.
It actually is
Yeah, I
pretty
like it.
fun, to be honest.
It makes the
I
games
still think
more
they
wacky.
should. I think they should still do the Schiano thing where they change fourth down.
Oh, the whole crazy no kickoffs thing, or no
Yeah.
punting, or no kickoffs.
Yeah. Because punting is still injury heavy, but not as much as kickoffs.
Kickoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kickoffs.
But yeah, this is probably one of the few good games of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
mean-
close. I mean,
Seaman Demon.
Seaman Demon. Doing pretty
Wow.
all right.
Seaman
Yeah.
Demon, I missed this.
Well, Trevor Simeon.
Oh, sure, of course, yeah, naturally.
I mean, I suppose you could go like in some sort of a, 8 direction joke wise, but
I'm not a fan of jokes.
yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
jokes suck. Yeah, I mean, it was an alright game. Got close, and the Titans won, even though they're now 2-0 without Derrick Henry somehow.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah,
Oh,
and they
no.
lost to the Jets.
They lost.
One of their 2 losses, half of their losses are to the Jets.
Yeah, I don't get it. I
Me
really
either.
don't.
The Jets.
Speaking of which, the Bills destroyed the Jets.
Yeah.
Rob, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think
I'm
every Jets fan saw this one coming from like 800 yards away. Like it's this.
I mean, the Jets haven't seen 800 yards in a long time.
Hey, got him.
It actually might be true. Like I'm not sure how many yards we have on the season.
I mean,
Could
that's
be
a
around there.
lot to be fair for a game. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
No, I just
Well,
meant
I
in
mean-
general.
Yeah, on the season, I'm not sure either. Yeah. So I mean, Mike White, he threw 4 picks.
Yeah, that was bad, man.
Yeah.
Might
it
not
didn't
be
go
the second coming.
It was. Hey, but you know what? It was a really fun meme season while it lasted.
Oh yeah, big time.
That-
2
those
weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Because I mean, it was amazing how he just added to his legend by throwing perfectly just before he got injured in the other game too.
Do you imagine that injury is the reason? Like now he's just bad because of that injury. Like it just totally fucked up his hands.
Oh man, that would suck. That actually has happened. That happened to Chad Pennington back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
He got his shoulder fucked up after an injury. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, Mike White threw 4 picks. The Bills
And
stopped
how?
us.
We need to give Mike White at least 2 weeks to suck shit really hard on the field. You know, like
I mean, I'm like, if they don't go with Zach Wilson this week, I'm fine with that. I don't know what they are planning on doing, but
I mean, obviously they're going with Flacco.
yeah, I mean, they might
no
be
doubt.
going with Flacco actually, because
I mean,
he ended up starting him.
Why
at
else
the
would
end.
Why else would they have signed him?
It's a good question. It's a real good question.
I mean, what else would make sense, Rob?
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't even sign him. They traded for him.
Yeah, we have 4 QBs on the roster right now. That's so that's abnormal, let's say.
Yeah.
Just swiped out Tomato Town.
Exactly.
Wait,
yeah.
wait, who's the fourth? Oh yeah, it's what's his name?
Yeah, we have
Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Yeah, and we traded for Flacco, and then he wasn't even on the active game day roster last week after we traded for him. So yeah, no, it's we're having a wild time over here at the Jets. The actually Rex Ryan was talking shit about Robert Saleh on like online.
Yeah.
It was like it's like public Twitter beef, and then Robert Saleh like was like, look. If all I'll say about Rex is he knows where to find me. Like,
It was
like they're gonna
the equivalent of a "come fight me, bro."
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, look, this season, we discussed this. It was done week 1. This is the same as last year. Now we're in like WWE territory. We're selling
Now
tickets
it's fun.
the only way we can. Yeah, it's going. Oh, I should mention actually that this team is historically bad. Like there are statistically, from a statistical perspective, like we're right now worse than like the worst years, which fans consider like the Kotite era.
You're saying this as if it's a surprise. Like,
I feel like I
mean,
keep hearing you say this.
yeah, I feel
They
like
just
I've
keep
heard
breaking
this
records,
before.
dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, I linked some charts in the
I
Fusen
feel like I
Ball.
could just write the word
It's a
bad on
chart that
piece
just
of
says
paper
like
and-
bad with like a
yeah,
downward
like, I
arrow.
get the same.
Yeah. So like all I'm saying is like, look, maybe Robert Saleh's. He seems like a nice guy. Things are bad here.
I mean,
though,
those
right
are bad
now.
numbers. You're not wrong. When
Yeah.
you look at those
It's
numbers,
not-
those numbers aren't very good numbers at all.
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
not feeling the same thing I felt with Adam Gase though, where I was like, this guy is clearly a he's
yeah.
obviously bad. Like there's still like a
Yeah.
smidgen of hope that like, okay, maybe the team's just not there, like they beat
Yeah.
the Titans. Like maybe.
Yeah.
happened?
Although I will mention he is a defensive coach who decided to put the undrafted dude that they just picked up the other week on Stephon Diggs this game one-on-one several times instead of like literally any of our other corners. So that's a bit of a what are you doing
just
there,
wanted to
Mr.
haze him,
Defense
dude.
Man?
Yeah, that made me lose fantasy. That's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, like, no offense to the dude, but like, that's the tough ask for anybody, Yeah, no, it's bad. It's a bad time.
Well, I can't wait to see the Jets win
Well.
900-5 this week. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
On the
Because
bright
football
side,
doesn't make sense.
it can't get any worse, right?
Don't say that.
Why did you
I mean,
say that?
We
I
said
wanna
it. Oh, we
see-
said it last year, and then
And then it did. Yeah,
And
you're.
then,
Why are
yeah.
you
This is
cursing him?
exactly what happened.
that BoJack Horseman meme where he's like, I don't believe in rock bottoms because I've always,
oh yeah,
You can always keep digging. Like
yeah.
Mhm.
I've always seen a deeper, rockier bottom.
hey, but here you go. The Jets have faced the most difficult schedule in the NFL thus
True.
far, but have the second easiest remaining.
Yeah.
Wait,
there
how
you
does that
go.
happen? Where the team that does literally the worst, or at least the second worst, has
Well,
to have the hardest schedule?
You got to understand that those teams have a better win percentage because their records are
Because they're playing the
inflated.
Jets.
Yeah, exactly, by playing
Yeah.
the Jets. So it's it's kind of a double-edged sword in that way. So
I mean-
technically, yes.
If you look ahead, all right, just a little look ahead here. Okay,
Here we go.
the Jets play the Dolphins. Okay,
That is a harder game than it was before.
it's true, but still not the worst. The Texans.
Okay, that's you got. Okay,
That can be a win.
That might be my first ever Jets pick. It's 2019.
The Eagles. Eagles are pretty good, but like you don't know.
Oh, they're gonna lose to the Eagles.
Probably, but you don't know. Saints. They got team and demon.
They're definitely.
They're gonna lose to the Saints. Okay, but
all of these are the Jets beat the Titans. They could
beat the Titans, dude.
That's what I mean. Is that the team's got to be like somewhere on the list of something. They have to be ranked number 1 for the Jets to beat them. Unless that happens.
Oh my God.
No way.
Well, we got Dolphins again, Jaguars. Okay, that's a potential.
Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson. That'll be interesting.
Yep. Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Buccaneers, Jets.
Yep.
Could that
Tom Brady
be
back to terrorize this franchise once again?
But could it be the big time Jet upset?
No,
no, dude. Oh my God, no.
Absolutely could. No, you guys are insane.
You out of
Have
your
you
mind?
been
Brady's
watching football this year? Are you
know
serious?
who Tom Brady is?
He lost to the Hogs.
He did lose to the Hogs.
He did lose to the mean QB.
The Hogs are way better than the Jets.
They are way better than
Jets than that. That's not fair. You can't voice crack.
Anyway, this is the next game, right? This guy.
Anyway, yeah. Bills are good. Jets are bad. Lions, Steelers. Ooh.
Okay.
The first tie.
I am going to give one quotation marks one credit to these two teams. Okay, because no one else is doing this, and this needs to be said. It was rainy as fuck and cold, and in Heinz muddy ass. It was not good conditions.
That is true.
So. No one for some reason has said that. There's a reason the ball kept squirting out the whole dang time. It was a shitty fucking weather night.
Squirting out.
There's your one credit. These two teams suck ass.
Yeah.
Regardless of the previous statement. Like this I mean, I'm happy this game happened for one reason in particular, because me and a lot of other Steelers fans were like, maybe we just give Mason Rudolph a chance. Like, Ben is not good. Maybe okay, you gave him his chance. He's ass. He's worse than Ben. Thank you. He is legitimately horrible. He's not even good enough to be a fucking backup. He is bad. He is real bad.
Devil's advocate, maybe your counterpoint, he's playing in the rain.
No. Playing in the rain does not make you throw 5 yards off target every throw. Like, it was that bad. He's just not even remotely good.
But what if it does?
No, it does not.
What if next game he throws for like 5 touchdowns like Mike White or something?
I think everyone knew this game was going to be dumb. At least I knew it was, so I picked the Lions. And the Lions had many chances to win this game, as did the Steelers. It was one of those who wants to lose the most kind of games. And it turns out they wanted to lose equally because they tied.
Yep.
That being said, I mean, everyone's like, the Steelers fumbled on the last play to lose the game.
That was pretty
I'm
funny.
going to be honest, even if he got tackled, the game was over. There's no way they're getting to the line in 7 seconds. There's no way they're getting a playoff in 7 seconds.
How hard is it to get out of bounds? Just get out of bounds.
It was just a dump. They should not have run a play there. They should have just kicked the field goal.
They should have just gone for it.
Yeah, it's overtime. Like, I know in their head, they're like, this is an easy play. Like, you just throw it out of bounds, you get out of bounds. It's like, yeah, but like, there's still a chance you get tackled. There's a chance. Have you seen the game? There's a chance he fumbles. It's rainy. Everyone's fumbling. Just kick the field goal. That was a dumb decision to even run that play in the first place.
And what's his name? Boswell was like 3 for 3.
Boswell has been like probably the second best kicker behind Justin Tucker this year. He is insanely good this year. It's crazy how good he is. And like, I don't know. That's why it's so dumb to even do that. Like, you either tie anyway and miss the field goal because the Lions are probably not going to be able to do anything, or you win the game. So just kick the fucking field goal. Like, dumb decision. Another thing is like the refs decided, everyone was mad about the Steelers and Bears game last week because we favored the Steelers so hard. This is how we fix that situation, right, guys? We bad ref against the Steelers this week, and then everyone's happy. No. That's not how that works. Just ref good. don't
Yeah.
like they literally like even like I was seeing Ravens fans and Browns fans in the game thread going, man, they really hate the Steelers this week. The refs, like, why are they so bad? This wasn't even the only game.
See, we're not corrupt, guys. We told you.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember the other game I was watching. Was it Chiefs Raiders? I don't know. It was either Chiefs Raiders or some other late game that was just horribly reffed. Everything was wrong, and I just don't like. They gotta do something about this. This is abysmal. It was the what game had the roughing the passer that was literally like the worst roughing the passer? It was the Saints Titans game, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah. No,
I think it was literally like he literally like grazed him, just whoop, whoop, and like he literally pulled off like he's supposed to do, and went, okay, no, I'm not hitting you, and they threw the flag, and it was a game-changing penalty to let the Saints get into range to score the game-tying touchdown. Like you can't keep doing this.
I mean, it seems like they could just keep getting away with it. So, like, why, they're not going to stop? I guess,
Crazy, man.
I mean, and like, I didn't mention it because who cares? We lose, but in the Jets game, it horribly reffed as it usually is. Like, here's something that like fans of shitty teams will know is that the refs do not like the shitty teams like ever. And they just like if your QB is getting destroyed, they're just like, oh, what's this over here? You know, like in the Jets game, like Mike White got late hit several times, and then like on one of them, I think they penalized the Jets, and and they said nothing, and then like in that other game. The dude got grazed, and that was a roughing the passer. So it's just like the complete, obvious, blatant, inconsistent rule enforcement is every week to week.
Oh my god, you guys remember the Ravens with the phantom holding, and then there was the passing, roughing the passer where he didn't even knock him down.
The pass interference that was like not catchable at all.
That was one of those like, can we get the Ravens back into this game? Let's see if we can help them out.
Yeah, dude.
Credit where credit's due, though. Najee Harris still looked really, really good. Najee, I'm telling you, man. Like Jamar Chase is still my number one pick for Rookie of the Year, but Najee Harris is number two for sure.
Let me find this again. Najee Harris is 7th in the league in rushing yards behind a shitty O-line. That is actually. Yeah. Just if you want to like that, this kid is going places.
Oh yeah, and he's got great hands too. I mean,
he can catch. Great. Yeah, no, it's
and DeAndre Swift hurdled a man, coach.
He did. He was the star of the Lions.
Yeah,
he's the only thing that kept him in this game.
Yep.
Well, that and the horrible Steelers offense, but
Jared Goff really lighting it up. 14 of 25 for 114 yards.
Torched him, coach.
He torched him. It was just.
I feel so bad for Jared Goff. Man.
I know he's bad.
I think he's proving that he's bad now. Yeah, he's
bad.
Yeah.
I feel like he's at a point where he was trying early in the season, and I think he's just given up. Like I legit think
he looks like his mental's breaking. Yeah. Anyway, these two teams suck. The Steelers are so bad they're 5th wild card spot right now, if that makes any of you feel better. They're right now in possession of the 5th spot. I think if they would have won this week, they would have been the 2nd seed.
Yeah. And if they lost,
they would have been the 9th seed.
Yeah.
That's how wacky the playoffs are going to be.
In fact,
the AFC, man.
They are if they lose, what is this? They're 5-3-1. But there's 2 5-4 teams, and then 3 5-5 teams.
Yep.
Like, oh my god!
My predict the Steelers will not make the playoffs. I'm like 99% on that. No, I am 99% on that.
I would probably say the Bengals would make it over them. To be honest.
I don't think that's true either. Actually,
well, I don't know, but maybe the Colts. Actually, I'd probably
Colts are on the up right now. The Patriots are on the up, and then you have the AFC West. I think one of those teams is also going to the wild card as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you think of it like in terms of those other those stats of like where the Steelers would be ranked. Like that's happening for lots of teams right now.
Yeah.
So like even the teams that are on top currently, like I don't even know if they're necessarily going to be on top by week. What is it? 18, 17 now?
Yeah. The Steelers just have a really unfriendly schedule. I mean, listen to this: Chargers, Bengals, Ravens, Vikings, Titans, Chiefs, Browns, Ravens. None of those teams are bad.
Yeah, no, that's
they could lose
bad.
all those, honestly.
They could literally lose all of those games.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a
That
rough.
is- that
That's a
is
rough stretch.
An incredibly difficult remaining schedule. They ain't going.
Yeah.
Well, over in the AFC South, we had the Colts beat the Jaguars.
Colts tried to Colts this one up as hard as they could, man.
Yep.
They were in possession of the game the entire game and then decided to just give up and let the Jags get back in it, but they still won.
Yep.
Hey, Jonathan Taylor's really good.
Oh
He's
yeah, I
very
was
good.
just gonna say that he's another running back that's like just kind of carrying his team right now, and that's sort of been the case for a few different teams this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And then
I mean
He's leading
Carson
the league
Wentz.
in yards now that Henry's out.
Right? Yeah.
Carson Wentz is kind of just, the goofy guy, right? But like he's good enough to where he can get them to where they need to go, but like they're relying on Jonathan Taylor. That's a
Oh yeah,
full-on
he's the
killer
workhorse,
offense.
man.
Yeah.
Which I just want to say is fantastic for my fantasy team. So thank you, Mr. Taylor. You're doing wonderfully this year.
Yeah, I mean, props to the Jaguars for fighting back, but they just couldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, the Jags are bad. And
They're
you know
still
what?
kind of bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Colts might end up I think is it the Colts or some team started like 1-4 and is now like 5.
Colts.
Yeah, it's the Colts. Yeah. So they're
If they could just finish their fucking games, they'll be good. They'll be a good team.
yeah. I mean
they get off to a good start and then they go, I don't want to win anymore.
Yep. They take the foot off the gas.
They tried to do that to the fucking, was it the Titans as well? Didn't they? They were
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they blew it to the Ravens.
blew it to the Ravens. That one for sure. I remember.
Yep. They did. I don't know what. Like they really do just take their foot off the gas. They're up 20-0, or no, 20-9. I looked at the 0. You're up 20-9 going in the second half, and you're just like, what if we just don't do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that seems good.
Speaking of not doing anything, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tom Brady looked bad. He does every year. He has a couple of these games, and he just don't look good.
Yeah.
But Taylor Heineke, 26 of 32, 256, and a touchdown. Big Heineke plays. Gibson with the 2 touchdowns on the ground, 64 yards.
Yeah.
And just a terrible showing by the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the Bucks game.
I do want to give credit to the football team / Hogs for finishing the game. Like they did not, even let Tom Brady have a chance of coming back like Tom Brady likes to do. They were just like, no, we're gonna keep scoring and we're just gonna, this game's out of reach for you. Like,
Yeah.
I do
When your
think,
defense makes everyone believe that Taylor Heineke is good, that should show you how bad our secondary is. And I know I keep retweeting it, and I'm still do it. If you want to beat the Bucks, you just pass on them, especially now that Vita Vea is gone.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you can
pass
run and
on the
pass
Bucks.
on them.
yeah, they can both.
You pass on the Bucks. If you want to win, what do? You pass on the Bucks. All you have to do, literally any team except the Jets and maybe the Lions could beat the Bucks by simply just passing.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And everyone's like, "Oh, Richard Sherman's out. We should have never signed Richard Sherman. He's like 57 years old."
Yeah, that's probably why he's injured every week too.
Yeah, it was a waste of money, waste of time. The Buccaneers cannot stop anyone. Again, they made Taylor Heineke look good.
Dude, the Bucks actually have to score 30 or more to beat any good team. That's what they've shown so far through the course of the season.
Yeah, they have the weaknesses of the Chiefs, and they have if they get blitzed at any time, like Tom he's really wild with just letting it fly. He for whatever reason in these past 2 weeks now, that I mean, not including the bye week, of course, the past 2 games, he's really not felt comfortable in the pocket and is just firing just off the cuff just as soon as
Is
he
he finally done?
No, he's not finally done. Everyone's
made
like,
it to the
Bucks,
cliff.
They lose two games of it's all over. No, it's not. He's not washed up. The Buccaneers just need to get their heads out of their asses.
I don't know. Tom Brady at least 2 weeks to suck shit on the. Sorry, rule of threes of comedy. My bad. Go ahead.
I don't want to. I want to like.
Tom
can't
Brady
emphasize.
always loses to meme QBs. That's just how it works.
That's true. Yeah, that does happen a lot.
Yeah.
I cannot emphasize how bad our secondary is. But it didn't help that Tom made some just horrible passes. Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah.
Like Jameis Winston levels of horrible. I don't know what he was seeing. He keeps feeling this pressure and like he feels like he just has to hurry the release. And I don't know. I don't pretend to be a quarterback or quarterback's coach, but he really was like visibly shaken up by the football team's pass rush, which isn't that great, especially with Chase Young being out for the season.
Yeah, he's not even playing.
They should have lit them up, and they didn't, and I'm mad about it.
I mean, if we go back a year ago, people, being like, is Tom Brady done? I mean, they lost to the Saints 38-3 at the same time last year, and then they lost to the Rams by a field goal around this time last year, too. So, I mean, then...
This always brings me back to we're on to Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
It's the same shit. Obviously, Belichick's not a part of it anymore, but like that's always been Tom. Is like he's gonna have those stinkers every now and then, but he's always gonna come back and still fucking light you up if the situation calls for it. Like he's gonna be a threat down the stretch this year for sure. Still, like the Bucs aren't going anywhere.
I wonder if the players notice what we and like a lot of the viewers notice, which is that like. There are an insane amount of upsets this year. I wonder if that gets into any of their heads, or if they just not even look at the scoreboards.
The whole fucking year feels completely chaotic, man. Like more than normal.
Yeah, this is absurd this year.
I was listening to the Aaron Rodgers McAfee thing, and they actually asked him that today, where they were like, "There's a lot of upsets, so like, why is that?" And he pretty much was just like. Some teams just match up better against teams than other teams.
That's the boring answer. I want it to be some sort of voodoo magic, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's also the Tom Brady voodoo magic
conspiracy.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Someone's getting paid.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. That's definitely the one.
Yeah.
So really quickly, Mike Evans tied Mike Allstott for the most touchdowns in Buccaneers history. So congrats, Mike.
Wow.
And Tom Brady's 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a game is the first time he's done that since Week 16 of 2012. Almost a decade.
No, don't say that. That's not how long ago that was.
Almost a decade there.
No. Oh man. Ah, crap.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
I'm 31. I don't want to be.
Yeah, I'm 32.
If you were a running back, we'd be like, retire.
Honestly, I'm doing better in my early 30s than I was in my late 20s.
I kind of feel that too, honestly.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping that's the case for me, dude.
That would be nice.
Hey, Patriots.
Patriots, Browns.
Hey,
Man.
whoa, uh-oh. Oh, no.
You are not allowed to be good after one fucking season of being bad.
Oh, boy. We got a lot of good players.
Dude, my sleeper pick, Ramondre Stevenson.
Stevenson, dude. Oh, man.
He's
20 carries? You know how rare that is? Any Patriots back gets 20 fucking touches in a game? That's crazy.
In a same game that a Patriots quarterback throws for 3 touchdowns, Bear.
Oh, rookie no less. The best rookie of the class.
Dude, I think the most impressive is that this dude, he went 19 of 23. Like, he missed 4 passes.
I'm picking against the Patriots this week out of spite. Regardless of their opponent, I'm picking that team.
I swear to fucking God, dude, the Patriots are still good. I'm gonna. I honestly think I might be done with the Jets. Like if the Patriots if they do like a deep run in the playoffs, I might be done. Like I can't do it again. I can't do this.
The entire. Everyone there's 2 teams no one wants to see win, and that's the Tom Brady's and the Patriots. It's not the Bucs; it's just the Tom Brady. Like once he's gone, Bucs are cool again. We're cool. Like
that's true. Very true.
The Browns are pretty good. They're not bad. Let's all just come to a consensus there, right? They're not a bad team, though, right?
The Steelers. Let's just be
Apollo,
honest.
are the Cleveland Browns a bad team?
They're not a bad team, but
okay,
they're also not a good team.
Full stop there. All right. But
now
the Patriots scored 45 fucking points on them. 45. Hunter Henry scored 2 touchdowns, for God's sake. What happened, man?
Let's be honest, 2 of those touchdowns were in garbage time.
That's very true. Dude, Jacoby.
And one of them was Brian Hoyer.
Yep.
I'm so happy for Myers finally getting his first touchdown for real. But oh man, I cannot believe how good this team is. It's unreal that they're this good this fast.
I just keep thinking of the scene from Nightmare on Elm Street, where instead of Freddy coming out of the TV, it's Mac Jones to Zach Wilson. And he's like, "This is it, Zach. Your big break in TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch." And he just headbutts him right into the TV. And it's just Mac Jones all day, every day. And, you know, we gotta start talking about Mac as well for running a Rookie of the Year. You got it, Rob.
Hey,
you got the.
Rob,
if I start seeing a fucking 30 for 30 documentary, the Mac Jones 2, Zach Wilson.
Bro, that shit pissing me off. There were ads of like Tom Man in the arena. He's still playing. Fuck off. We don't need a documentary for another decade. Let the man retire
the man's
first.
legacy.
Yeah.
Remind
He's gonna
yourself.
look real stupid if he wins again. I don't want him to, but I just want your documentary to be missing a Super Bowl, like, just so you look like an idiot.
But just the weekly reminder to screw the Gillette Stadium and everyone in Foxborough.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Well, not everybody. Most of them.
Not everyone. Anyone associated with the stadium.
Right.
Patriots.
Real quick shout out.
Just go listen 4 weeks ago if you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Patriots have won 4 in a row, and 3 of those 4 they have blown the other team out.
Mac Jones, 69% completion for the whole year, 2,300 yards, 13 TDs, 7 picks. Pretty damn good.
They're taking the division. I'm saying it. They're taking it.
Almost lost to the Texans.
I'd be sad for Bills fans too if they had to they just had their brief dolphin, jumping out of the water, and then a biplane comes
Bills
by.
are still in control. They just need to win.
I was waiting to see where you were going with that.
I was hoping
if
someone
the
would
Bills
bail
don't
me
win
out.
the division, it'll be their own fault.
I remembered his name's McCorkle.
The old McCorkle.
Oh, MacBook McCorkle Jones.
Also, Baker Mayfield, I think he got hurt this game, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
He was hurt coming into this game, right? I mean,
that man is broken.
It's the Case Keenum show from here on out.
The Browns should probably just give up on the season so that man doesn't die.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing here is they're in his extension year.
Yep.
So they're do they extend him?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. For if the Browns are seriously considering not extending the only guy in 20
relevant again,
then there's no hope for us. Yeah, that's it.
Well, clutchpoints.com would beg to differ. 3 reasons why it's time to move on from Baker Mayfield.
Oh boy,
that's insane. That's actually
that's ridiculous. You need to pay this man. This is one of the cases you cannot argue it. He's the reason Cleveland is relevant again. Period.
He's not.
No, but Nick Chubb.
I'd actually argue that the running game is the reason they're relevant again.
No, the public image. Who the fuck's in those commercials, man?
That is true.
Who's the guy that they put as the dude that his house is the arena? That's the shit I'm talking about.
Well, he is white.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
I guess we could break it down if you want to, but
I feel like
beyond that though, the running game, I don't know. People think of the running game and the passing game as independent of one another, but they're not really. If the passing game is good, if teams know that the passing game is threatening enough that they can't stack the box every play, then they're not gonna, right? Like, but on teams that like the Jets, for instance, they could just put fucking 8 guys in the box and you can't run the ball, and they're like, hey, yeah, throw it on us. Good luck. And it's not gonna work.
It's the oldest. It's the oldest adage in football is that the running game opens it up for the passing game. That's just how how they relate.
And it goes both ways, really, too. And like that's the thing, is like Nick Chubb is doing really well, and Nick Chubb's really good. Don't get me wrong.
He was injured this game, wasn't he?
Yeah, no,
COVID.
I don't know if we mentioned Johnson yet either, because while we're talking about all this, we need to shout him out again, because holy hell, he's really good. Like, he's still third string to Chubb and Hunt. Like, that's insane.
Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt were both out this game. Yeah. So that's pretty
big. Your Nick Chubb right here.
Were there a lot of like fumbles or stuff? Because I'm looking at like the play. Like Mayfield only threw 21 passes, and there were only 19 carries. Were the Browns just turning the ball over the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There had to have been a lot of fumbles.
That's what they were doing.
2 fumbles, 2 picks, or no, just 1 pick. But Baker lost
they didn't. No, they lost 0 fumbles. They only had 1 pick. So honestly, I can't really explain it to you that well. They went 1 for 11 on 3rd down.
Ooh,
so
that'll do it.
They were getting
That's the one.
They were getting drives moving just enough to hold the ball, but not actually get anything done.
Oh man, I even just saw the Browns guy trying to tackle Myers on the outside and just slides off of him.
I do love that me and Bear were the only ones to pick the Patriots, though. Good job, Bear.
Yeah, never again.
I swear to fucking God, if it's like, oh my God,
it's even crazier because Bear, you're always like, go Browns.
That's true. No, I mean, this is you have been kind of showing me the light here, to be honest.
I'm picking against the Patriots this week, and I hope it's a bad team, so then they can lose to a bad team, and we can go back to the chaos where everyone sucks. Okay, because if everyone sucks, the Patriots have to suck too. That's the rule. That's the only rule I'll stand by this year.
I don't know if that's even true anymore, but like, listen to their remaining schedule too. It's Falcons, Titans.
Go Falcons, baby!
Right?
Win-win.
The Titans are certainly not looking like the 8-2 team that they currently appear to be. Yeah. The Bills twice, those are certainly going to be much more interesting games.
Those are going to be good games.
Yeah. Then they've got the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Dolphins. All three of those are winnable. Like, they've got a pretty favorable schedule too.
The division runs through Buffalo, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I was saying.
Patriots
it'll be Buffalo's own fault if they lose the division.
Yeah, it's still in their hands for sure.
Yeah, it's Buffalo's division to lose. But the Patriots are going to take it.
If it's a Patriots-Bucks Super Bowl, I might quit
football.
It's
not gonna
be. Don't even fucking say that. Don't you fucking even say that.
The curse, the lock curse is cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
That I will retire.
I'll have you know,
that could be the end.
If we're talking about curse locks,
I don't even want that to happen for the good of football. Like that just shouldn't happen.
I am convinced that the curse lock has been passed on to me. I locked the Detroit Lions, they got blown out. I locked the Buffalo Bills, they lost to the Jaguars. Then I locked the Rams, they lost to the 49ers.
Yeah, but regular season locks don't matter. It only comes down to the Super Bowl and the playoffs.
Well, it is pretty cursed, dude.
I just want to say, I was looking at the thing. I would rather the Ravens win the Super Bowl than watch a Bucs Patriots Super Bowl. I am legit. That's how fucking horrible that sounds.
Bucs Patriots Super Bowl.
I think we got to speed run
through the next few, though. But yeah,
there's no way the Packers lose the NFC Championship for a 5th time. It can't happen. There's no way.
It's gonna. Hey, the Victor lock curse is undefeated in the playoffs.
It has to end, just like our championship losing streak.
You said that last year and it didn't.
It has to end.
Nope. It's gonna be Bucks Pats.
Speaking of, Jesus, Cowboys beat the Falcons 43-3.
Yep.
Barn burner.
Oh. Yep. I actually almost started Matt Ryan this week, and then I didn't.
Yeah, good decision there. They got smushed.
He got -2 points.
The Cowboys scored 29 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
At the moment, the Falcons' offense is Kyle Pitts.
Yes.
36-3 at halftime. 36-3.
They're literally Kyle Pitts, Cordero Patterson is like the running back wide receiver.
Injured right now, right? That's why I didn't enlist him because he's not available anymore.
Prescott just torched him, 296, 2 TDs.
Yep.
Running game was solid. CD Lamb, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. They had a bunch of sacks, bunch of picks. But the big story of this game, Josh Rosen came in, and he went 1 of 6 with an interception.
But we all know why they won so badly, Coach. It's because Mike McCarthy served a monkey butt.
That is true. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
No.
I literally linked it in the...
like I didn't see. Is it like a Temple of Doom thing?
And then like I don't think I could handle reading about monkey butt that day.
I'll read it for you.
Did they put the monkey up in the middle of the table with this in the hole in the center? And
So, quote, "What is monkey butt? I'm glad you asked. It is an anti-chafing powder. It's got a variety of different uses. For instance, if you're sore from...
Oh my... Is he selling me an MLM? Is this happening?
If you're sore from getting your ass kicked the last week, you get some monkey butt. Cowboys players got a kick out of that. They certainly got the message, went out and did their thing against the Falcons. And I was like, well, I think even if they didn't get the monkey butt, they'd probably be like, oh, it's the Falcons. We just play them and win. It's not that hard.
I hate the Cowboys.
The Cowboys blew out the Falcons, folks. Bump them back to number 1 in the power rankings. We got them back up there.
Cowboys number 1, Ravens number 2. Let's go.
So that occurred. Then the Panthers, as we all predicted, winning 34-10 in Arizona.
Yep. Just absolutely destroying them. Cam Newton is back. I don't know if you heard.
Yep. He's back.
He made that very clear.
Touchdown thrown and touchdown ran for. Folks, I think Cam Newton's going to be the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers.
You mean it's not going to be P.J. Walker?
I mean, he did pretty well, honestly, even though he threw a pick.
He did okay. Like
he did very well for not throwing a touchdown and throwing one interception.
Well, but I mean, like beyond that though, the rest, like he completed almost every one of his passes.
He did what he needed to do.
I still think it's going to be Cam Newton. He's going to be the quarterback. McCaffrey's going to be doing his McCaffrey stuff as he did this game.
Averaging 7 yards per carry.
Hell yeah.
And 6.6 yards per reception.
They asked Cam Newton after the game how much of the playbook did he know, and he said about 2 touchdowns worth.
Hey.
God.
And then he said, "I'm back."
Yeah.
Before we move on and we forget, I'm just saying, number 1 and number 2 in fantasy, me and Bear, Bucks, Pats, Super Bowl. It's gonna happen.
It's not. We still got plenty of weeks left. Plenty of weeks.
First place in fantasy, Coach.
Plenty of weeks left.
Both those teams could miss the fucking playoffs still. All right, we're still in chaos season. Okay,
we are still in chaos season. We don't know. I mean, look at the Cardinals. They started Colt McCoy, and that was not good. And then Chris Streveler came in and threw 6 of 9. Nice. Yeah,
I don't know. That's a wild name.
Who knew that they needed their best player to win?
Yeah, it's pretty wacky.
Yeah. It shows how good Kyler is, though. Like already, and how integral he is into that offense. You know,
I think it shows that having a quarterback that knows the system and can make big plays and do things is very important.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Then we had the Vikings beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, high five on that pick, Bear. I think we had that one pretty locked up. I mean, the Vikings are still. I think they could beat literally any team in the league. They're in that position.
They probably could. Yeah, I hate it.
Easily beat any team in the league.
Yeah.
But they are the Vikings, and they, much like the Saints, just randomly perform at a different level every single week.
I just hate the Vikings it's my Ravens because divisional opponent, history of just hating each other.
Yeah,
it's just I see it they're close in the game. Some they win. I feel like they're gonna be the 6 or 7 seed that sneaks in.
They've had a lot of
literally be 7-2 right now if their game swung the other way.
Yeah, they've had a lot of like really close losses.
What, like
this year.
3 overtime games was it or something?
Yeah, no, I mean they're very close to like having a very winning record if they got more lucky this year.
Yeah.
I would be very not shocked if they are in the playoffs.
And like
Very
they got rid of Stephon Diggs and they just got Justin Jefferson, who's just like, oh yeah, it's me, Stephon Diggs 2.0. I'm like, oh okay, that's neat.
How's Thielen doing this year?
He's doing all right.
He's all right. He's having a middling year right now.
I think it's because Jefferson's taking a lot of his targets, but like they don't care because he's good. I'd say
he's still averaging 10 yards a reception and 7 TDs.
He's still a big end zone threat, just like he's always been.
Mm-hmm.
I think the weak point for the Vikings seems to be the defense.
Yeah.
It's like, reminder, this team lost to Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like, the Vikings coming up hard. Like, they just lost to the backup Cowboy quarterback. So, like, they're not great, but I do think, on a week-to-week basis, they can probably go up against most teams and compete with them.
Yeah.
So,
I'd say so.
On the other side, the Chargers, what are you doing?
Yeah, you just keep free falling.
Are they on like a losing streak? I feel like they've been on a losing
streak.
They've lost a lot of games.
Chargers, they're like 4-0 at one point, right? Like,
I feel like
they've lost to the Vikings. They beat the Eagles last week, but prior to that, they lost to the Patriots.
By the way.
Yeah, just barely. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Their last 3 games have been 27-24, 27-24, and 27-20.
Yeah.
They keep losing by 27. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's got to be their cursed number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, lucky for them, they play the Steelers this week, so.
Ooh, that is an easy pick.
That's gotta be their turnaround.
The Steelers are going to randomly win because that's football.
Yep. They probably will. Dalvin Cook, 94 yards, touchdown, pretty good. And, Vikings win. Oh, boy. Here we go. 17-0 Green Bay Packers shut out Russell Wilson. First time he's ever been shut out in his career.
Holy cow. Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of excuses for it either, really.
Well,
it was cold and windy. So I guess, if his finger's still kind of
coming back, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bad time to come back for him. It's like literally just the worst conditions outside of like rain you could have been playing.
So he's got some excuses. So
He's got a little
yeah. Right.
I will say
the Packers did not impress me this game, honestly.
Well, the thing that impresses me about the Packers is their defense. Like, out of all the things, the Packer defense is like what is keeping us alive.
Yeah, and your defense was kind of poopy at the start.
A little bit, yeah. It'd take a little bit, but like we still got multiple sacks, couple interceptions, played good cover. I mean, they scored 0 points.
Yeah,
0 points
to shut out.
The only problem was it was 3-0 until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was the problem. But then the man, the myth, the legend, Quadzilla, A.J. Dillon got it going. 66 yards and 21 carries, 2 touchdowns. He had a 62-yard reception day on 2 catches. He had that one where he was just running people over, shoving them aside. This is it. This is like what I've been waiting for like a year and a half, ever since he played the Titans and like showed up like Derrick Henry 2.0. Like, this is it. The man has tree trunk legs, all right? He can run people over. He literally just runs into them and like falls forward. Like, he never loses yards. And now Aaron Jones gonna be out a couple of weeks. This is it. It's getting colder out. He's good. This is the big time. And I'm ready.
Speaking of Packers, I want a snow game. I want one snow game this year.
It was kind of snowing.
It snowed a little, right?
No, I mean a snow game.
Yeah. I want a snow game too. That'd be great. Love them.
Those are fun.
I know Rodgers didn't look great. Looked a little rusty out there. 292 and a pick. He did have some. We'd have some drop balls. Adams had 78 yards, but I think they'll be all right. MVS came back, 41-yard catch. Nice to see him back. Overall, I mean, got the win. 8-2. We're back to first in the NFC. Wahoo!
Yeah.
Woo! So it was fun. And, I mean, really, other big news out of that game was probably that the Packers lost Whitney Merciless, who came over from the Texans. Was actually doing pretty solid, and he just tore his bicep. So
that sucks.
Yeah,
It was the first time the Seahawks have been shut out since week 2 of 2011.
That's
now
wild.
that one is a decade bear.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And also have to mention the little fit that Metcalf pitched on the sideline.
Oh, yep. You got
in the fourth
ejected.
quarter. He was very mad.
Not a happy camper.
Yep.
He was shoving somebody in the face. I don't remember who it was, but
it was. I don't think it was. It wasn't Kevin King. It was someone. But yeah.
Yeah. Eric Stokes held his own, dude. Like going back to the draft when I was like, we got Eric Stokes. Like again, this dude has like been saving our secondary. Like without a doubt, I am so happy we drafted him. Which shows you again draft day reactions of people being like, "Come on!" And then you like go to the season, you're like, "This dude's awesome, I love it." So yeah, if Alexander comes back, it might be like one of the best secondary duos in the league. Like it's phenomenal. Like he's a rookie and he allowed Tyler Lockett, I think, like 10 targets and 0 catches. Like he's shutting down one of the best receivers. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So finally, our defense is doing something. Loving it. Great stuff.
Corners. Having a good corner is actually like really not like I don't know how many of you guys have ever had like a real good corner on your team.
Well, I had this guy named Darrell Revis. I don't know if you've ever heard of him before. He played a year for us, so he was pretty good.
Hey, I also had a guy named Darrell Revis.
Oh, weird. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Steelers have never had good corners. That's been their biggest defensive weakness was their corners.
Yeah,
safeties were always amazing. Their linemen were always amazing, but the fucking corners, man.
Well, you never had 2009 Darrell Revis, all right?
No, we
That's a fair
didn't.
point. Yeah.
We had Charles Woodson. My man.
Charles Woodson, he was great.
I love Charles Woodson. Might be one of my favorite Packers ever. Like I love Charles Woodson.
A good corner is just so it's like you know you don't hear his name called, and that's because like the other guy's just not doing anything.
Yeah, man.
You only hear the stat at the end of the game. He's like,
Or when
their
you
top
know.
receiver sucks today.
Jair Alexander picking off Tom Brady twice in the playoffs, and then your offense not capitalizing. Those are my favorites. Love those. Then we had the Eagles Broncos.
I can tell you the whole story of this game.
All right.
This game is actually close in the third quarter. Broncos down by 7 only. I know it's third. This looks like it was a bad game for the Broncos, but they're down by 7. They're driving down the field. They're looking to tie the game. Big pass play, like 30, 40 yards. Great pass. But my dude fumbles the ball. I don't remember who it was, but he fumbles the ball. Eagles pick it up, run it like 70 yards down the field for a touchdown. The whole game. The game's just over at that point. Like that, literally. Like you want to talk about getting the wind knocked out of you, getting like your sails screwed over. Like that's just how you do it right there. Bad teams find ways to lose games. They were looking to tie that game and have a good game, and then that happened, and the game's just over.
Yeah, that does look like. I mean, it's pretty much what we thought, right? It was gonna be a coin flip type of game, and then it pretty much was. But I mean, Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles are. I don't know.
It's the NFC East. Anybody like literally any of these teams could win this division, in my opinion. Like,
well, I mean, Dallas is gonna win the division.
They're probably gonna win, but like I still don't know.
You never know.
The NFC East.
I'm pretty confident. That
There's 17 weeks of football. There's we'll see.
Yeah, but if this age is like milk, you can make fun of me. But I think Dallas is winning the division.
All right.
It would be really funny if like the Hogs or like the Giants win the division now or something.
I mean, what is it? Eagles are 3 games back right now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they've even played many divisional games yet, to be honest.
They might not have, yeah.
I feel like most teams haven't played a lot of their divisional games.
I think the NFL started scheduling divisional games more towards the end of the season so they could have end of season.
I remember when they did
battles.
Because we still haven't played the fucking Ravens yet.
Yeah, we haven't played the Vikings. We're doing it this week, I think. It's been over half the season gone.
Before they started doing that, like the last couple of weeks were just like, who cares? But then they started scheduling the divisional games like 5 or 6, maybe longer than that, probably. God, maybe 10 years ago. But
I mean, taking a look here, the Cowboys play the Chiefs. That's a rough one. And they play the Raiders. Okay, they should beat the Raiders. The Saints should beat the Saints, but I mean, you don't know. And those are
still tough games. All of those.
Then they play the Hogs twice. the Giants, the Cardinals, and then they close out the season against the Eagles. I mean,
it's a tough schedule.
It's a little bit of a tough schedule. I could see something happening.
Cowboys are in the division.
It's likely.
It's probably going to happen. But I like chaos.
Me too. I just that's one I don't have state. Like if the Cowboys go on to win the Super Bowl, I mean I don't like the Cowboys, but I like Dak Prescott. I like CeeDee Lamb. So go ahead. Win go. I don't care. Just anything besides the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Fucking Christ.
Nah, it's gotta be packing time.
The long-suffering Patriots fans might be rewarded this year.
One whole bad season.
Someone just shoot a squirrel or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, just sneeze one out.
Oh,
when I sneeze, dude, I let it out.
Yeah.
Like some people are like they hold it in like like no, I'm like
That's I don't know
let
if
it
it's
all
bad
out.
for you, but I imagine it's bad for you.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad. Plus, it just feels good to just let it out.
That's true.
Sure does.
It sure does. Speaking of,
Coach let the squirrels out.
woo 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 woo.
Yeah.
Chiefs beat the Raiders.
I told you the Chiefs were gonna do Chiefs things again. I know it's the Raiders, but they did Chiefs things again, and then Mahomes threw from 9 billion yards and 1 million touchdowns.
Yep.
406 yards, 5 TDs.
Yeah, Rob's fantasy team did pretty well this week.
No, we scored the most. We scored 143 points this week.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That's,
Actually,
feeling pretty good.
I actually scored the third most, but I played the guy who scored the second most. So it's just one of those days.
One of those days.
One of those days.
For once, for the first time ever, through how many? We're through 10 weeks so far.
Yeah.
My team has the most points scored, which is unbelievable, and I also have the least points scored against me. Wow. That's great.
That's wacky wild.
Man, fantasy is fun when I have Christian McCaffrey back.
Yeah.
I have the league's leading rusher, Jonathan Taylor, as everyone expected.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I hope the Chiefs start doing good because I got the Darrell Williams at running back and I got Travis Kelce at tight end. So, I mean, it would be nice.
Yeah.
And Bears team won despite 90% of his team being completely yeeted in 1 week.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I keep winning because I gave up on the fantasy season 2 weeks ago when half my team got injured. So I'm taking whatever I'm getting at this point.
I think you were AFK when I said it earlier, but just to reiterate, number 1, number 2 in fantasy is myself and you, Bear, and also not coincidentally the Super Bowl favorites, Bucks and Pat.
Yep. They are not the Super Bowl favorites. You stop that. Stop that now.
We are Super Bowl bound buds, Bear.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we got plenty of weeks of fantasy left, okay? Plenty of weeks. I was in first at one point. Now I'm, a couple games back, but, that can change.
Yeah.
I'm tied for third, baby. I'm back in it.
I mean, we're all in good spots.
Yeah, this is, I think, the best we've done collectively in fantasy.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, at least one person's, all the way down the bottom.
And we did a tangent on fantasy, but I mean to put it into perspective, Pat Mahomes did Cam Newton I'm back this game, and he threw 35 of 50 passes for 406 yards and 5 touchdowns. Yeah,
dude, they were winning most of the game too, and he threw 50 fucking passes. God damn.
Yeah, they did not want to run the ball. I guess they don't have much of a running game either. Is the other thing.
Well, I mean, Edwards-Helaire has been out for 4 weeks.
True, yeah, but I mean, even still, for the past several years, they've had some issues running the ball compared to, or even having a decent split. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, when you have Mahomes, it's kind of hard not to want to use Mahomes, right?
I mean, he throws 5 touchdowns, so I mean, fucking let him chuck it.
Yeah.
Raiders suck.
Yep.
Yep.
I owe you.
And finally, Rams. Niners.
I just gotta mention Patrick Mahomes did have 4 interceptions dropped or whatever, but
I mean, you could do that with every
Raiders suck.
Yeah. I was just saying, maybe this is what he needed. Maybe it was a little mental block he got over. Who knows?
Maybe.
I hope so.
And finally, we had my lock of the week, the Rams, losing.
Dude, this was honestly like an extremely impressive execution of game plan by the 49ers this game, because they ran the ball at will, and it was nuts. Like, the Rams couldn't do a goddamn thing. And the Rams are one of the better defenses in the NFL right now. They had like 40 carries split between their backs. They had Deebo Samuel run it 5 times, for God's sake. Like, they had Eli Mitchell carry it 27 times. Like, they burned through the first quarter in almost 15 minutes of real time. Like, that's what it felt like. It was insane how much clock they burned off every drive just by holding and running the ball and picking up first downs at a gradual pace.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was like the 49ers of old, honestly. Like, that's how they got to the Super Bowl that one year. They just ran nonstop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was there's one thing that the Rams, like, everyone's kind of shitting on Stafford for that one throw, but like, that is an arm punt, dude. It's arm punt on the first drive is not a big deal. Like,
Stafford's still very, very good.
And then his other interception was because his receiver didn't catch the ball. And speaking of receivers not catching the ball, that's all the Rams receivers could do tonight was not catch the ball, dude. There were like 3. Like, I was watching
Cooper Kupp.
No, Cooper Kupp dropped the pass too.
Oh, he did? I didn't even see that. Oh my God.
Insane. There was like
everybody.
some mental shit with the Rams, because I was watching the Manning cast and Peyton was like, Rams receivers, like, what are they doing? Like, this is horrible. These are all like, there were like 3 third downs in a row where Stafford put the ball in a catchable spot. I'm not gonna say every pass was perfect, but he put the ball in a catchable spot, and the receiver dropped it on 3rd down. I mean, you're gonna lose the game every time if you do that.
I mean, Kupp only dropped 2 passes, and one of them wasn't his fault.
Yeah, but he's Cooper Kupp.
It's Cooper Kupp. He's not supposed to drop any passes.
Hey, he's on my fantasy team. I'm well aware. I'm fine.
I'm just saying there was something in the water. Jefferson dropped passes. Higbee, I think, dropped the pass. Like, it was something was up.
It was the refs. They poisoned the water.
Dude, I actually did not watch this game because I slept through it, but I woke up and I was like, you know what, it's the NFL. Of course.
Right, thanks, Rob.
No, but I mean, I woke up not surprised that the Niners pulled an upset, because that's just like literally every game this year, it seems.
I mean, even last year, the 49ers beat the Rams in one of the games. No, wait, they beat them in both the games. I think the 49ers are just one of those like divisional teams where they're like, oh yeah, we can beat the Rams, and that's like what they do.
The Rams are 6-18 when trailing at halftime. Conversely, they're 41-0 when leading at halftime. That was the stats we brought up when they played the Bucs.
Wild. Yeah.
I think the big thing for this week was that not only were all the upsets, like I said, they were blowouts. Rams blew out the Niners blew out the Rams. The Panthers destroyed the Cardinals. The Hogs destroyed the Bucs, and I almost said the Bills. And the Dolphins destroyed the Ravens. It's gotta be one of the weirdest weeks of football I've ever seen.
And even the Packers shut out the Seahawks. Like, you don't see shutouts very often. But
this is a weird week. It
was a weird week, but it won't get any weirder. And then there was the tie.
The tie.
Literally no one won. Not a single team. The Lions didn't lose though, so I mean that's good.
But they
That's
didn't
improvement.
win.
They didn't win. No one won.
Hey, you know what? They can't go 0-17, so props to them.
That's true. Yeah.
But they can go 0-16 though.
They can.
That would be so funny.
That would be pretty funny.
God, that'd be funny. It won't happen to them. They're gonna win a game.
That's why, Rob. At least in the bottom of the barrel, you got some friends.
The Jets technically have a Super Bowl.
That's true.
You've got 2 large mammals on your side right now.
You've made the playoffs since 1991.
Yeah.
We got power rankings.
Power rankings.
These aren't going to be overly reactive at all.
No way. You, Coach Crendor. Literally, the whole point of the power rankings is based on what happened in the week. So, yes, they are reactionary.
I did say overly reactionary.
Some big shakers.
Yep.
Lots of stuff in a wacky week of football. Name the top 5 of the NFL Power Rankings, NFL.com Power Rankings, starting off with Robert.
Look, I'm still gonna. Oh shit, maybe it isn't.
It's not as easy this week.
You know what? Okay, Titan.
That's easy.
Yeah. Bear.
Packers.
Yeah. Coach Grendor.
Buccaneers.
And
what?
Ooh.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I should have did that.
Alpaca Patrol.
Um,
You're down to 2.
you know what? I'll do it. Cardinals.
Yep.
Okay.
And Bear for the dunk.
Buffalo Bills.
The Bearfalo Bills are absolutely correct. The top 5 in the NFL Power Rankings for Week 11 going on in here have the Packers now at number 1, Coach. Number 1,
I
raising
love
3
these
spots
reactions.
from the 4th spot. The Tennessee Titans rising now from 3rd to 2nd. In 3rd, the Dallas Cowboys going from 5th to 3rd. The Arizona Cardinals have fallen from number 1 to number 4. And finally, the Bearfalo Bills have bared their way up from 8 to 5. Rounding out the top 10 are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, now falling 4 places. Not the fattest doink, by the way. The Kansas City Chiefs back in the top 10 now. Not the thinnest dink either, rising 5 spots from the 12th. The New England Patriots, Bears Patriots, up now in the 8th rank of the power rankings, coming all the way up from the 11th to the 8th spot. The Rams falling now from 9 to 7th. And then the Ravens, inexplicably, somehow still in the top 10, Dan. Going from 6th to 10th, Dan. Anyway.
Dude, it's so funny looking at the standings and seeing like W3, L1, L2, and then by the Steelers, there's just a 0.
Yep.
Old goose egg.
Just a dash. So we go on here to the thinnest dinks. Notice how I said dinks. There's 2 of them. Once again, I will give you a hint, Robert. You can just name one. All you have to do is name one. I'll give you a hint. They're both in the NFC.
Okay.
These 2 teams have risen 7 spots.
Oh.
Overreaction.
The biggest, thinnest dink duo that we've ever had dough up the darts.
Well, yeah. And right, yeah, you said they're NFC. Okay.
I got
It
3
is not
possibilities in my
the
head.
Jets. Not the Jets.
Yeah. Okay. Is it the Colts?
Rob.
That's an AFC team.
That's
All right,
he's
yeah.
right about that. He's right about that. Is it the Panthers? Is
No,
what I
it's
meant
over
to say.
Bear.
Oh, god damn it.
I literally emphasized it 3 times. It's an NFC team.
They look like an NFC team.
All
to
right,
me.
here.
We're doing dink, right?
Thinnest dink. One of
Yeah.
these 2 teams have risen to 7 spots.
The San
Both of these
Francisco
two, I mean.
49ers.
That is correct. The
Oh.
San Francisco
I didn't
49ers
have that one.
have absolutely moonshotted from 24th back to 17th now, rising 7 spots. And Coach Crandor, can you name the other NFC team that has gone up 7 spots, Coach?
Is it the Carolina Panthers?
It is indeed not the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, shit.
Apollo.
Oh, this is actually hard. Now I don't know. The Niners went through me. I'm gonna say the Hogs.
There you
That
go.
is absolutely incorrect. It is the
No.
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
The
my
Vikings.
I thought they were already pretty high.
Going up from the 21st to the 14th spot. Good job, everyone. Now we give
Hey,
it.
Kirk Cousins.
And the Kirk Cousins. Now we give it back to Robert. Rob, this is your redemption.
Oh.
Okay, we're sticking with Rob here. I got faith, Rob.
Okay.
The fattest doink. This team has fallen 7 spots.
Oh boy.
They are in the NFC, and they are not the Colts.
Okay, they're not the Colts in the AFC. NFC, excuse me. You know what? Just make this nice and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and they've fallen 7 spots. You're saying, Jesus?
Sorry,
it's hard. It's hard. This is a hard.
Hold on. You're saying they've fallen 7 whole spots?
And they're in the NFC.
Next, you're gonna tell me that Melvin Gordon plays for the Denver Broncos.
Back up to Bear Rob, Coach, Paulo in the booth.
Is it the Saints?
It is not the Saints, but that is the correct division. It is the Atlanta Falcons. Falling from the 20th spot all the way down to the 27th spot. The Saints, coincidentally, have gone absolutely nowhere. They still are at the 13th spot again, as voted upon by Dan, the only one-man band in this whole stand. Coincidentally, not coincidentally, the Pittsburgh Steelers now have fallen 4 spots. Apollo, true or false? The Steelers are ranked below the Cincinnati Bengals now on the NFL Power Rankings.
Steelers are probably like in the low teens, like around 20 is my guess. But I don't know where the Bengals are. They lost to the Jets. No, I think the Steelers are above the Bengals.
That is absolutely incorrect. The Steelers, after tying the Lions, have fallen 4 spots to the 18th spot, now sitting there at number 18. The Bengals have not moved at all, sitting at the 16th spot. And finally, last but not least, Coach Krendor, this one's for you. Yeah. True or false, Coach Krendor? True or false? The Detroit Lions, the 0-8 Detroit Lions, are ranked above the New York Jets, who are 2-7.
It can't be true. It finally can't be true.
That can't be true. No, that's false.
That is absolutely incorrect. The Lions,
gotta be true.
the 0-8-1 Lions, are now ranked 30th. They have gone above the Jets, who are 2-7.
Giving him a win.
Who are 2-7.
Wait, how are the Texans not in last?
They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Houston
32,
Texans are
okay.
in dead last, and we'll read the write-up before we go to Pick'ems here. The Houston Texans stay at the 32nd spot in the power rankings. When we look back at the history of the Texans a decade from now, 2021 will be remembered, if it's remembered at all, as the lost season for Houston's NFL franchise. The depressing Deshaun Watson saga overshadowed anything that happened on the field from the summer through October, and that was when the drama was temporarily tabled post-trade deadline. All that was left was the worst team in football playing out the string ahead of what could be a massive organizational reboot. The coaches and players live in football purgatory. They exist, but everything about this team feels ephemeral. The wrecking ball is coming. Collect your paychecks and try to compile some sort of decent tape. And that is going to do it once again for the power rankings. Back up to Rob, Bear, Coach, and Apollo in the booth for Pick'ems. Also, my mouth is no longer numb.
Hey, nice.
But the pain is starting to set in. So,
big news that might this big news might end up curing your pain. Roster moves for the New York Jets.
Oh, no.
Kenny Yeboah and Rashad Wild Goose have been signed to the active roster. Folks,
you got me in.
The goose is loose.
You know, I'm the one with pain, right, Rob? This isn't Rob's pain. This is my pain, Coach.
Sure.
Rashad Wild Goose. I hope that man is the best career anybody can have.
That's so good.
What position is he?
Yeah.
He's a corner.
Oh, hell yeah. Wild Goose shutting down.
Wild Goose.
Goose chase. Come on.
The Goose Chase.
He's going to be Wild Goose chasing everybody. Oh, my God.
There's no way he gets cut in the next week.
You would not want your corner to be on a wild goose chase. I'm going to be honest. That doesn't sound
That's a good point. Yeah.
And just imagine if somehow Chase Young gets put on the offense and they're in the Super Bowl, then you could say that the Wild Goose is chasing Chase Young.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Or they're going to chase a young wild goose.
Yeah, there you go.
Chase Young is chasing the Wild Goose.
There's so much potential. So much potential.
There's blood coming out of my mouth.
All right. Well, that's what happens when you talk about the New York Jets.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
On the Pick'ems, we had some bonus stats here. Apollo's 27-11 predicting divisional games this year. Pretty good. Other ones are Sinvicta 23-15, Bear 21-17, Discord 21-17, Krendor 20-17-1, and Rob 20-18.
Yep.
Rob and Krendor have not disagreed on a Seahawks game yet this season. They've disagreed with Bears 6 times, though.
Shouldn't have, it turns out.
Yeah.
What do you guys have against Bear?
Yeah.
Half the damn year.
This was the first time this season that Bears correctly predicted a Saints game, now 1-8.
That was the one then. That was
did
one.
it.
You're the one.
That was it.
You
You're
did
the
it,
one.
Bear.
Woo! You broke the streaks. Then speaking of which, Invicta's regular season lock streak ends at 14 games after the Ravens loss.
Yeah, thanks, Lamar. Appreciate it.
New active streak is now Bear at 6.
Hey.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, let's get that killed right away.
Dude,
I've got a fun one to get started with on this pick'ems. I'll tell you that much.
I don't even know who to. I'm just gonna flip a coin. Honestly,
I'm looking at this. There's one safe lock on this entire fucking.
There's no safe locks anymore.
It's Titans Texans. That's a safe lock.
Don't say safe lock. 2 weeks ago, oh, Bills over Jaguars. That's a safe lock. Last week, Rams over 49ers. Oh, I'll take the safe
My
lock.
vision is narrowing by the second.
Randy has beaten me again
This
by the way.
season. Randy has beaten both of us.
Read that last stat for me because I love it.
Randy has picked against everyone else 16 times, 9 in the past 2 weeks. He was 4-1 this week, but is 6-10 overall.
It was 4-1 this week.
No, but the Randy lock, the extra bonus stat. No,
Oh, yeah, the
that's
extra bonus
Oh,
stat.
yeah. That's the one.
Randy counterpicked 4 locks this week and won all 4 of them.
That is ridiculous.
He picked the Dolphins.
just
Randy
math,
is so good too.
But
man.
it is really funny because they were all 96% or higher on the Discord post.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Dolphins, Hogs, Panthers, 49ers.
It just shows you how bad this week of football was.
It really does.
Yeah.
So here we go. Pick'ems time.
Let's go.
I'm passing out.
All right.
You should go to the hospital.
Patriots, Falcons.
Locking the Patriots.
Oh,
I said I'd do it. I'm picking the Falcons.
I think that's insane. I'm going Patriots.
I agree, but I'm pissed off, and I gotta make a statement.
All right,
fair.
I'll accept it.
I'll take the free pick'ems wins.
And I will accept,
Careful! Don't say that. Careful! No, be fucking careful.
I will accept a 2-game lead now in Pick'ems. And
I
take
can't wait for Thursday night
the
now.
Patriots.
I will also take the Patriots, but now
Yeah, let's go, Rob.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that your guys' pick is wrong. I'm saying the cockiness you guys have right now is disrespectful for chaos season. It is chaos season. Okay?
I don't disagree with you, but I have that level of confidence in the Patriots and that much level of disrespect for the Falcons at this
This
point.
is coming from the man who also picked the Lions to beat the Steelers last week.
And
I mean, it was a tie.
It was a tie, man. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I almost won that
Patriots.
Lions game.
Patriots.
All right, let's get into the madness here, man.
All right. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Buckle up. Get ready. It's Ravens Bears.
Wait,
boy.
this should have been so easy, but this
Who
one's
freaking
even
knows,
worse.
man? I have no idea.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Go Bears!
they're coming off a bye week, right?
Coming off a bye week.
And I'm historically bad at predicting teams off bye weeks, so maybe you shouldn't listen to me.
Oh no.
I just don't know which Ravens are going to show up, and I just...
I should just pick opposite Krendor, I feel like.
I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Bears. Go Bears.
Let's see. Hold on. What's Sunday going to look like? 'Cause they're playing in Chicago. Let me check the old hometown weather.
Check the weather.
I can see the light.
It's it's going to be cloudy and 39 degrees.
Chilly.
A little
Yep.
chilly, but
Not that impactful.
yeah, not that impactful. I'm just taking the Ravens. I don't want to cheer for the
Yeah.
Bears.
All right, I'm taking the Bears.
All right.
Invicta?
I think he's gone.
All right.
He
You
will
might
never get his pick.
He'll never get his
Is this
pick.
just a really long dramatic pause?
It's a big bit, yeah.
There's no way.
or
Except
he's, like,
Invicta's not doing
actually
any
dying?
big bites anytime soon, but
Yeah.
this would be like really bad if he did actually die. And
I
this
mean,
is
we
what
can't.
we were
No one
talking
ever
about.
want to consider it.
I just want to know his pick.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I was
I will be taking the Chicago Ravens.
Because he hates the Ravens for this week, but he knows that the Ravens are the right pick, so he's completely conflicted on it.
That's true.
I mean, this is an extreme level of commitment at this point.
It really is.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Oh my God! Wow, dude, well played. My goodness.
Packers Vikings.
Packers?
Packers, yeah, it's gotta
I'm
be
going Packers. Well, it could be a little wacky wild, but I'm going Packers.
Oh no, this feels like the game. This feels like a game.
It's also a divisional game, so it's up in the air.
I think this is actually a toss-up game. I'm going to take
might
the Vikings again. I'm kind of feeling the Vikings magic right now.
All right, 0 for 3 Apollo.
It's in Minnesota. Are you guys? Okay, let's see, man. You guys. I'm just saying, this is wacky.
I mean, I kind of feel like I should pick against Krendor still.
I will also say
why are you
that
picking against Krendor?
Matt
I mean, I don't know. I did real bad last week, but Krendor is 4-10, so
He did real bad last week.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
Matt LaFleur is 13-1 against divisional opponents.
Ooh,
Okay.
That is exactly the reason to pick the Vikings, because stats like that don't last long.
Except when you're the Rams and you're 41-0 after halftime with leads.
True.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers, but I don't know.
Oh, you guys are giving me the against all pick in a divisional game where both teams have looked pretty good recently? I'll take it.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
it's tough.
Colts, Bills.
Bills.
This
is a hesitation pick? Seriously?
Yes, the Bills they destroyed the Jets, sure, but
they're still
lost
very
to the
good.
Jaguars.
They're
They did
still
lose to the
very
Jaguars.
good.
And the Colts have been, they're on a wave of momentum.
I'm still
taking the
going
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, taking the Bills.
Yeah, come on.
Looking like I'm taking the Colts.
I don't know
It's,
what kind of.
Bills.
I lost my Bills lock that 1 week, so
I did too, but Bills.
Yeah, I'll take the Bills.
Yep,
but
lock
I
the
don't
Bills.
know.
Lock the
Wow.
Bills.
Oh, there he
Okay.
goes. There he goes.
That's insane.
That is pretty wild.
That is. I'm just gonna be real.
That
with you.
is
That's
pretty
a
wild.
It's like you
risky
said,
lock.
man. There's not that many good options anymore,
True,
and that's
true.
probably one of the
I'm
better.
not
The
even
Bills
looking.
at home, they're going to easily win.
Wait, did Sinvicta take the Packers or Vikings?
I took the Packers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Lions, Browns.
Browns.
I'm
Brownies
going to
go
lock
Brownies.
the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, baby.
If I lose this lock, I am cursed for eternity.
Oh, don't do it to the Browns. That's
Yeah,
messed up.
that's awful.
It's the Lions.
Yeah, but
dude.
you
I'm
never
taking the Lions.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh, my God.
He's
Dude,
doing
this
it.
is,
can't
the
happen.
Lions win this game. That's a death knell for Cleveland, no doubt.
That sucks.
Yeah, that would
Baker's out.
Baker is out.
They do have Kareem Hunt possibly coming back.
Yeah.
So-
And Case Keenum is no slouch.
Is
You
Nick
would-
Chubb still out too?
Yeah,
No,
I think
Nick-
so.
Chubb's out for a couple weeks, I think.
Chubb, it's either no. I think Chubb's supposed to be coming back. Or
Yeah, I
is
think
it-
both
One
are
of Chubb
back.
or Hunt. I thought it was
If
Hunt that was
Chubb
coming
comes
back.
back, the Browns win every time.
Yeah, I think they're both coming back because they're on the COVID, but they're vaccinated, so they can
Browns
come back.
hopeful
Oh,
Nick
then
Chubb
the
can
Browns-
return for Lions. games.
Browns with Chubb win easy peasy.
Yeah. Yeah, they should.
Is it
That's
Hunt?
224.
That's
Chubb
why I'm
or
locking
Keenum.
this
That
game.
difference.
They
Yeah,
should
okay.
surely win this
Yeah, there you
game.
go,
There's
yeah.
no
Yeah,
way they
it's-
lose.
and that's
Chubb
why
should
I'm
be back.
picking the Lions.
All right.
This next game is going to be good, which
Oh.
I can't believe I'm saying, but it's a good game.
Football team Panthers.
What is
Yeah.
this football team nonsense? I won't stand for it. We had a commitment as a group to the Hogs. Go Hogs.
He's right. It is Hogs.
Who do you pick though?
I picked the Hogs.
It's Cam Newton's coming
I-
back, and he's
I-
probably
He's-
starting.
It's
I
the
don't know if he's start. He
Panthers.
can't be starting.
Yeah, they have
Dude, the Hogs
McCaffrey
just
back.
beat the Patriots.
What?
Oh wait, no, sorry, the Bucks.
I mean,
You just said
no.
it out loud.
they
Oh,
are
no.
the Patriots South. That's who they are now.
The teacher
I'm-
mom.
The Panthers, dude.
Yeah, it's Panthers.
McCaffrey and Cam, dude. Yeah, man.
But Cam's he's probably not starting, right? Like he can't have.
He's
learned
gonna
the
come
playbook by
strutting
now.
in with a top
Yeah.
hat and cane, and he's gonna start, dude.
He's gonna go on Instagram with like "win will happen now" and with all the wild text, you know.
Yeah,
don't know
I
if
got
you've
you, I got
seen
you.
it.
I'm gonna take the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Sorry, Barry.
I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna take.
Give me the big cats. Big cats. Got it.
Cats. Wait, Bear, did you take?
I picked the Hogs. Go Hogs.
Yeah. Okay.
Dogs. Wait, what did Krendor pick?
He
Panthers.
picked the Panthers.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with this strat. It's gonna get you hurt.
I know.
Dangerous.
This is gonna be like Krendor's best week.
This is
It probably
basically
will
like
be,
doing
yeah.
a Randy, baby. Like,
Almost.
I mean, Randy beat me again, so like
Yeah,
maybe I
yeah.
should have went with him.
Yeah.
But
Texans Titans.
I'm locking the Titans. This is the
Good
safe
choice.
lock. I'm locking it.
Don't say
Give it
that.
to
Don't
me.
say
I'm
it.
saying it.
Don't say it. I'm going Titans.
yeah, I'm also gonna take Titans.
I will be taking the Houston Oilers.
Oh no!
Yeah, I get it.
I
the
get it. It's
Titans.
the
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean,
Yeah, Titans.
we should probably be predicting upsets at this point. I feel
But
like we
not
haven't been.
this one, man.
Oh,
Come on.
there will be
this
some
one
upsets,
breaks
not
my
quite.
brain if it happens.
Yeah.
This will be upsetting.
49er Jaguars.
49ers for sure.
I don't know.
I'm not
This
sure.
one, that was misleading.
Did you guys see them
victory.
beat the Rams?
Yeah,
though?
but they just did the thing where they ran the ball.
They
and,
can
like,
do that
they're
again.
Gonna, no,
can
they're
very
gonna
easily
forget.
do that
They're
again.
gonna forget to
Yeah,
run the ball.
they're gonna forget.
He's
No.
right. They could
Also,
have.
Mitchell
Niners.
broke his finger. It's another bad thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not good.
You guys are not respecting chaos season. It's
He
the
is
truth.
right.
I'm really
He's right.
not.
I
I,
need to
I
get
need one more week
In
of
the
this.
Jaguars, baby.
He's
Oh.
crazy.
I need to get some like bones. I need to roll bones to a dish and read them.
The
Or-
bones of their money.
Or
Yeah.
maybe just flip a coin, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
you
you go.
could,
That's a
yeah.
thought.
Dude, that's a good point. All right, hold on.
Try
You're
that
gonna,
out.
you're gonna,
Oh,
you're
don't
gonna
do
pull
it
a
out of
Randy?
order.
I
That's
am
rude.
flipping. I'm
Yeah.
taking the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now we're bit borrowing. It can't be a dirty
I'm
bit
only
borrower.
doing it for one game.
Let
No,
it be known
it's
that I'm
the
picking the
Niners for
Jags
sure.
outside of the coin flip. I think the Jags are going to win the game.
Hang on, I have to consult Denny the D20. They say it rolled a 1. That's a 1, so it's going to be the Niners.
All right.
Ah, fuck. All right, I'll flip something. I guess.
Don't do it.
Hold on, I got this bottle of.
Look, I take my picks
I
very
think-
seriously, except for the Patriots Falcons ones. That was a rage pick.
All right, it's the Jaguars.
There it
Let's
is.
go,
Jaguars.
Well, you didn't even define what
What did you flip?
what you're
Oh,
flipping.
I
Hey,
flipped-
don't respect the process. all
It's a
right?
bottle of. It's a bottle of Visine. It's the magic Visine, dude. It's gonna.
atrocious. That's atrocious.
Well, then we
We wonder why our run
Dolphins-
times keep increasing.
Dolphins, Jets.
Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a. Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, I can't. Yeah, don't. No, it's chaos season.
Yeah, but the Dolphins aren't good enough for the Jets to beat. Like they're gonna blow us
You're
out.
right.
Yeah.
No, you convinced me.
Yeah, I'm
taking
going
the
Dolphins.
The Jets aren't. This team isn't good.
I'm
The Dolphins-
taking the New York Jets. Go
No.
Jets! Jets.
Wow.
He's
The Jets at home versus a struggling, horrible, can't possibly win another game in the season offense Dolphins.
Yeah, they're struggling till this week. They're gonna blow us out 40-3.
Go Jets.
Fuck, I kind of want to pick the Jets, but I can't. I gotta pick the Dolphins.
That's fine with me. I'll take the 2 free wins with my Lions and Jets pick.
Saints, Eagles.
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 Wow.
Saints.
I'm gonna take Saints.
I'm taking
And-
Saints
and-
as well.
And this is the Saints expert talking here. I think I've gotten like 8 right.
That's
He's right.
true.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
Saints here.
1 and 8 in my Saints picks. So
Apollo-
I think
Apollo's
don't
like
know
plus,
what I'm talking about.
Apollo's like +1 on Saints games. He's the Saints.
That is
expert.
no. My Saints record is literally. I've only gotten like 1 or 2 wrong.
Yeah,
and
he's pretty
everyone
good
else
with the
has been
Saints.
Flubbing it.
You were 3 and 2 the other week.
What? No, I'm talking about my Saints picks.
Yeah.
No,
There was,
you're-
what?
you're-
There was a stat. There was a stat that said you were 3 and 2 or 3 and 1, something like
no,
that.
I was like 5 and 2.
I'm pretty
That
sure it
depends,
was pretty high. I got to hold on. Checking past
Gotta go
stats. Beep-doody, beep-doody.
Is it right? Like we
I
should
have
like
not been wrong on the Saints in quite some time.
Da, 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 da,
Since
da,
that
da.
stat, I know for sure because I started like keeping track. I haven't been wrong since that stat was released.
Go and check the stats.
Okay, no, I was 3-2. So Victor was right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But I haven't been wrong since, so I'm whatever in 2 right now.
I just mainly don't trust the Eagles enough, so I'm picking the Saints.
Yeah, no, I think the Saints win.
I
They kept up with the Titans.
Yeah.
Bengals, Raiders.
Bengals.
No, my bye week. Dude, I keep thinking about, oh shit, I'm bad at bye weeks, and I don't know. I'm questioning myself.
Bungles.
Yep, I'm going Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals because they're off the bye week.
Hold on, let me get Visericles the Visine
Oh,
bottle.
Jesus Christ.
Raiders, baby.
Hey, okay.
It's Raiders time.
Mix it up a little bit.
I mean, I got
this
it,
is gonna be
right?
my favorite week of pick'ems. I think this is.
This will be a fun one.
It's gonna be good.
But yeah, I'm taking the Bengals.
Preemptive Cowboys pick.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I think
I'm going Chiefs. I think you're crazy.
The Cowboys
Yeah.
Chiefs game.
I think you're
mean,
crazy.
The Cowboys are a more complete team, but Pat Mahomes.
I think the Cowboys defense is going to make it happen.
I could see that happening, but I am also going to take. Wait, no, Crendor just took the Chiefs. Fuck it, Chiefs. Let's go, ride or die, Crendor. Let's do it.
Yeah,
all right.
Thelma Louise.
Invicta?
I'll be taking the Pat at Mahomes.
Oh,
Chiefs.
baby.
Mind your Broncos, Cowboy Killers.
This has to be one of the most like disagreeing weeks of all time. Everyone's
Yeah.
disagreeing with
Yeah.
everyone.
We're
The
in a
rankings are going to
chaos season.
fluctuate.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
wacky week too. A lot of close games.
Yeah.
This
It's
this
every
game
week.
is going to be closer than people think because we don't know if
Cardinals, Seahawks.
The season-
Kyler's questionable, right? Like we don't know if he's going to be back or not.
Let's check.
News update.
News update.
Update.
Cardinals need to figure out their quarterback for Seattle.
So Kyler's
They're
not in.
trying to
All right.
find one.
Murray, game time decision at
know a
Seahawks.
quarterback?
He's game time decision.
Can I make a conditional pick where if Murray plays, I pick the Cardinals, and if he doesn't play, I pick the
No.
Seahawks?
I
Damn it,
refuse.
because that's when they decide the game.
Yeah.
Murray, it says Arizona Cardinals not optimistic.
Okay, then I will
Okay.
take the Seahawks.
It's
I'm
Gonna
picking
be-
the Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals have a better team, but if Kyler's not going to play,
Yeah.
then the Seahawks have, with Russell Wilson probably like even healthier than he was last week, even though he didn't do anything last week. Yeah. Well,
This is a must-win for the Seahawks. I think
I'm
this is,
taking the
like,
Seahawks at
an
home.
absolute must-win. Yeah, and it's at home. Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks too.
yeah, the Seahawks have more to play for. The Cardinals looked
Honestly?
horrible against the Panthers.
Even if they did have Kyler Murray, I think I'd still take the Seahawks here.
I don't know.
I don't know about
think
that.
yeah,
I don't know.
James Conner is having a breakout year. So.
that's true. Yeah.
I'll take the 1v4 happily here, dude.
Oh.
Cardinals for me.
All right.
The Landbirds versus the Seabirds.
Steelers, Chargers.
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 Anyone want to lock this one? It's pretty safe.
I don't know, man. I mean, the Chargers have been on a losing streak.
Yeah, but that's the fucking Steel. Did you see that game, dude?
That's true.
And
but
Ben,
it is the
Ben is also,
Steelers.
I think, questionable because of like the COVID thing. I think he
It
has to
was
pass the test.
raining. It was raining.
That's
Dude,
true.
I'm telling you, this is Chargers all the way.
All right, I'll take the Chargers, I guess. I still haven't locked anything. I don't know what to do. I'm still,
Lock this
still
one.
thinking.
I'm telling you to lock this one, dude.
Dude, I mean, but I did. I locked the Bucks last week, and
Yeah, that was that. Hey,
Yeah,
it
thanks,
happened.
Rob.
yeah.
So lock
you
this
gotta go
game
with your
so
gut.
you can- yeah, go. With
Look
your,
at the
you make your
games
decision.
and be like, this is a game I'm feeling.
I was thinking the Bucks, but they hurt me. Tom Brady finds
But-
new ways to
well,
hurt
they
me
really
every
hurt
week.
you 2 weeks in a row.
Is Roethlisberger confirmed to be questionable?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's COVID, right? So I mean, if
it's
if
COVID.
it's-
He has to, I think, pass the test or some shit.
yeah, so he has to do. Yeah.
But
I
even-
imagine he will probably play, and the Steelers will still lose. Chargers.
The Chargers have been free falling.
Yeah, they've been
careening down. And Austin Eckler is basically the only thing that they've got going on right now.
You guys did not watch the Steelers game I watched.
I definitely did because it was one of the worst games I've ever seen.
Exactly. So pick the Chargers.
I'm gonna begrudgingly go Chargers, but I see the Steelers winning this.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it, but I still think Chargers guys won. And Giants Buccaneers to close it out.
Go Bucks.
Nah, that was the Raiders. Never mind. Bucks, yeah.
Go Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks. Do I lock the Bucks? Do I do it again?
No,
Probably go
stay
ahead
away
and
from
lock the Bucks.
stay away from my lock.
Lock those Bucks. Lock those Bucks.
All right, I'll lock them.
Yeah. They can't lose.
I mean, actually, wait, no, but Daniel Jones is kind of a meme QB, and that might be enough.
It is. It kind of. I think the Giants. I think this is a lot closer of a game than it looks.
If we lose this game, the season is over.
I don't know. It's still Tom Brady, but that would be hilarious if he loses to the Giants
such
again.
a good week of pick. I'm so excited for this week.
This is gonna be a bloodbath, maybe.
Well,
let's see what Randy says too before.
The year ago, the Buccaneers did almost lose to the Giants.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Invicta was not happy about that game.
I was not happy.
Let's get Randy. Let's get him.
All right, it's Randy time, folks. Here we go. Randy picks coming in. First up, we've got the Patriots. Then we've got the Bears. Then we've got the Vikings. Then we've got the Bills. Then we've got the Browns. Then we've got the Panthers. Then we've got the Titans. Dude, he's just rolling twos.
Yeah.
Then we've got the 49ers. All right, we're back on track.
Hey.
Okay.
Then we've got the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
One of them?
The Bengals. The Chiefs. The Cardinals. The Chargers. And the New York Giants.
Yeah, right
there it is.
I think the fact that most of those picks seem fine just goes to show how wacky this week is. Like, and how hard to predict.
It's gonna be wacky, and that will do it. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll be back next week. So thanks again, and that's all we got. Goodbye.
Bye.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.